Welcome to Seneca Rocks National Park. This iconic West Virginia site is perched atop the Spruce Knob Recreation Area, 60 miles east of Interstate 79, and a half-day's journey from Washington, D.C. This classic ecotourism location focuses on some of the most visually stunning geological formations of the Appalachian Mountains. This ridge played a predominant role both in military training for the land invasion of Italy in World War II, but also in the early development of safety equipment and techniques for what would become a popular activity at Seneca, rock climbing. The surrounding areas played major roles in Civil War and antebellum American history, as well as the westward expansion, late 19th century logging, and the development of coal mining and the distribution of these goods to ironworks in nearby Pennsylvania. From the Visitors Center, a short trail leads to the top of the rocks, from which you can gaze upon the rolling hills of Appalachia and see the very playground created for our enjoyment by the U.S. National Parks and Forest Services. From Seneca Rocks, we head 20 miles north on Highway 28 to Sods Wilderness Area, a unique environment exhibiting ecological and visual similarities to northern Ontario, a striking contrast to the steady Appalachian routine of dense forest and webs of riverside rhododendron. The northern section of the park consists of springtime bogs, windswept prairies, and long trail sections of exposed mountaintop. We three travelers from Michigan are on a quest in this wild place to exist in tandem with nature for a time, to take nothing but photographs and cherished memories of the laughter of friends and the roaring of the wind as it rustles the dried grasses in its fortuitous wake, and to leave with the knowledge of a world not so far away in location from our own, but ever so removed from our daily existence. Seeking refuge from the winds, we make camp in a stand of pines before our descent into the river valley the next morning. All right, friends, here we are at a mystery location in the Sods National Wilderness Area. So we lost the trail many times today, and our GPS data does not correspond with our mapping data at all. Well, so
the topo's close.
The topo is close, but the trail data is just completely gone. So we covered about 6.5 miles from the parking lot today, and we don't exactly know where in relation to everything else we are, but we do know that we're on the right ridge that we're supposed to be on. We just can't decide if the trail that we're on is actually part of the U.S. Forest Service trail, or if it's a game trail or a forest 2-track or private property or what, really. Turns out we weren't off trail yesterday at all. We went ahead like 50 feet and found a sign. So we're in good shape. We're on the side of a hill, and we're all gonna make breakfast and start walking. Having finally figured out our location with respect to the correlation of our paper maps and GPS data, we broke camp and headed into the valley below Raven Ridge. The trail descends rapidly as we march on toward the Grade Trail to meet our intersection onto the Upper Red Creek Trail, leading us to an area called Blackbird Knob, where we enjoy a lazy riverside lunch before pressing on to our favorite site along Red Creek, which we've named Camp Seclusion. We're in this gorgeous valley right now that the Grade Trail runs through, and we just had a nice descent, about 500 feet in elevation over maybe 2 or 3 miles. Found some good water, and
I'm gonna try to do that panorama.
cool. Kevin's gonna shoot a panorama, and I'm really excited about getting on Red Creek Trail and getting down into Red Creek, which is my favorite area of the Sods. And it's just been a beautiful trip this morning.
We've made camp at this location many times over the years now, and it's important to note that, much like us, the site seems to be ever so different each time we come. It is these subtle changes in the landscape that stand as a testament to the immense depth of the historical footprint of the Appalachian Mountains and their weathered hills of foggy wisdom. In the early 1940s, Dolly Sods Wilderness Area served as a weapons dump for aircraft training in Virginia on live bombing runs. Since the planes could not land with unexploded ordnance on board, they would ditch the hardware in the remote valleys of Appalachia, such as this valley just north of the imposing visible landmark that is Seneca Rocks.
I shall give you a tour. This is Sylvia again. Monsieur Kevin. This is Camp Sylvia. Sylvia's pile. My pile. Camp Kevin. Pretty sweet. Kevin's pile, much more organized than our piles. Kinda. I'm usually more scattered than you. And Camp Zacchus. Of course, the old hammock. What's for dinner, you ask? The classic ramen noodles. A little bit of tuna, because why not, right? So, dinner time around the camp. What do you got over here?
I got Idaho buttery home-style potatoes and some fine armor potted meat.
Beautiful. Kev, what you got rigged up over there?
Ramen and miso.
Miso?
Come morning, we break camp once again for our hike back up to the plateau. Returning through the section of trail we had hiked in the previous days, again we are reminded of the subtle changes in the landscape that occur with a changed perspective in a short amount of time. It's a long hike out of the valley for us, and we arrive to our vehicles humbled by the mighty force that is the Dolly Sods National Wilderness Area.
Feet on the ground, I stand to face another day. I won't let worry steal my mind away, 'cause I got places to be and people to see. And I swear this day will end long before me.
We drive south on Highway 33, passing in the shadows of Seneca, along a winding road to our next location, after gathering some important supplies.
And I've been traveling for a while now, and I'm waiting till the day I can see you smile now. Days are getting longer, but they don't last as long. These days I can't tell.
It is here, friends, that we take back to the sky to view again the raw beauty of Spruce Knob, West Virginia's highest point, at the tip top of the Monongahela National Forest in wild, wonderful West Virginia. To the north lies Morgantown, home of West Virginia University, and further north, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. To the south, the Gauley River, the New River Gorge, and the many other classic West Virginia playgrounds. To the west is Charleston, capital of West Virginia, and to the east is George Washington National Forest, bridging the space from here to the nation's capital. These mountains see time in a way that eclipses even their own physical vastness. What trials and tribulations of humanity have these mountains witnessed? What folly and hubris as we made our way west across these lands in the beginnings of our nation. As we stand atop this mountain and look out across the hills and valleys, we can see ourselves made part of this landscape, an infinitesimal part of its long and strident history, but a part of it nonetheless. It's in these great spaces that we most truly feel alive, and we encourage you to journey here as well, to lose yourself in the raw, natural beauty that is wild, wonderful West Virginia.
Get your worries and your pain. Come on down to the rain. Feel that sunshine on your skin. Happiness is singing in. Happiness is singing in. Get your worries and your pain. Come on downtown in the rain. Feel that sunshine on your skin. Happiness is singing in. Happiness is singing in. Happiness is singing. Happiness is sinking in.